there, it's MGT. Okay, I need it this way so I can actually see. Now, I think we can all agree that tournaments are pretty cool. You know what's also cool? Hitting that sub button. Women. I meant women. And I know you guys can read. Can you read what this calendar says? It's March. March is Women's History Month. Now, as you guys can see from here, Steffy Evans created this poster on March 15th saying that she is hosting an all-women's S&D to celebrate Women's History Month. Pretty simple. Saturday, March 25th, 12 teams max. The prize pool of $1,000. Pretty awesome opportunity, right? Now, a couple days later, on March 19th, she released confirmed team members and team names for said tourney. Don't be distracted by my name on this list, okay? That's not the point. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I know where this is going. You know, there's going to be some weird guy on the internet that's like, oh, there's a tournament for women. Why isn't there a tournament for men? But in this instance, you are wrong. Now, Omit Raffle kind of threw a little bit of shade, did a little subtweet on Twitter saying, throwing a tourney for Women's History Month and then belittling a group of women by telling them they've done nothing for women in the scene is counterintuitive. You've never liked or commented on my tweets, so you can't be part of my popularity contest. How performative. Now you're thinking, Steffi has favorites? Did she? No, she didn't. In fact, she saw this subtweet and replied to it through a quote retweet. As you can see, hi, I don't even know who you are. But if you take a second to look at who I chose for the tourney, a lot don't even have over 100 followers on either Twitter or Twitch. I chose people based off who knows me and other ladies in the content creation space who have supported us and made a difference in the gaming space for women. It's nothing personal that your friend didn't get chosen to play. I just don't know everyone in the scene. Also attached is the messages between us since you're going to be putting me on blast for incorrect assumptions. Again, it's my first hosted tourney. There was no labeling for it being a pro tourney, just something fun to represent Women's History Month. She, continues to show DMs from Twitter user T. Basically, T sent a DM. Her team was one of the first teams to sign up, and she doesn't understand why Steffi chose teams where there were girls who don't play in the female pro league over girls who do and who actually grind the game and take it seriously. Steffi basically then replies saying, hey, I don't know you, okay? She chose just some people who she's seen make a difference in the game for women, and not just women who compete in tournaments. She's doing this for fun to celebrate women's history. She points out that she doesn't understand why T thinks that her team deserves a chance over a, quote, bunch of these females when they play the game just as much as you do. Now, here's when things get a little bumpy. T gets a little bit upset and says, I understand you don't know us, but to say that we've done nothing for the women in the scene is just crazy. It just speaks volumes as to how you don't know who you are. She ends it with, good luck with the tournament. Steffi then finishes the conversation saying, did I once say you guys haven't made a difference for women? She just doesn't know everybody in the scene, right? She's chosen just some girls that she's seen around. This isn't based on being a pro or a competitor. And that was just the point that she was trying to come across. She didn't mean any offense to T's team. She just didn't choose them. And basically does an Uno reverse card and says, you know what? For you to lash out like this speaks volumes on who you are. So good luck to you and your future tournaments. Now, it seems like it's all said and done. There's nothing left to say, right? That probably should have been the end of it. But then T made a tweet on her account on Twitter saying, not a good look. This is quite obviously pointed towards the Steffi tournament because, if you take a look at the replies, yeah, that's whack. Don't even know 80% of those teams in there. Someone with 6 followers, by the way. Oh, nah, that's criminal. Now, I'm not typically somebody who points out followings and all of that stuff because I don't feel like the number of your followers determines your value as a content creator or even as a person or even as a competitive player. But since you did it to somebody else, let me just look at your profile real quick, yeah? 1.6k followers, not bad, almost at 1.7, okay. Here's the tweet, and since the time right now of me looking, you have around 8,000 views, but only 8 likes? Now, as your friend, Audie said, oh nah, that's criminal. That's criminal. Now, if you remember Raffi from earlier, it turns out he is the owner of Omit, which also happens to be the team that T and her team plays under. So it kind of makes sense as to why Raffi spoke out. But something that I did notice while I was filming this video, you remember that subtweet that he made? He took it down. This tweet was deleted by the tweet author. It doesn't exist. He took it down. Maybe he finally got the full picture instead of, a little slice of it. That is all that's happened as far as I know. So now this is where I'm going to state my opinion, of which I think it's great that Steffi is creating a tournament for Women's, Month. I, as a player, am very excited to play in it, and I can't wait to see all the other females that are playing in it as well. I also think it's great to have an org owner like Raffi, come up and defend you and your team, even if you're on the female side of their org, which I know not many orgs will do that. A lot of orgs, in my experience in the competitive field, kind of just toss their females teams in the trash and don't really pay attention to them and only really recruit them for clout. So to see that a founder is actually standing up for them, even though it might have been under some false pretenses, I guess is the right wording, that's kind of honestly kudos to him. But I wish you got the full picture. And now I think it's totally understandable to be upset that you're not able to participate in a tournament like this. I mean, it's a Women's History Month tournament by a very well-known COD content creator, but to belittle others for their following numbers is a little bit crazy, and that's the part I don't understand. To say that you deserve a spot over the other girls is even more crazier. Now, I understand T and her team are female pro league players for the COD scene, which is great. We love that for them. Now, here's the thing. If you're a pro league player, I really sure do hope that your hours in that particular game will exceed the amount of hours that maybe a COD content creator would play. I do think they do have a valid point on that, but that is because it is your job. With content creators, they play the game, they have to edit and all this other stuff. You play the game and be good at it, basically, right? Now, I'm not speaking out of my ass on this. I used to date a pro league player for Rainbow Six Siege, and so I'm very well aware of the hours that you will spend in scrims, practice, VOD reviewing, dry running, all that kind of good stuff. Playing the game outside of practice, that's just hours on hours on hours, but that just comes with the job. So, of course, you're going to have more hours on the game. That makes sense, right? But you have to think the point of this tourney. The tourney isn't to, show who's the best of the best. It's literally to celebrate Women's History Month. She says she's doing it for fun. No matter what your numbers, your outreach, and everything like that, you're always going to be a nobody to somebody. That's just how the world works. Now, this doesn't mean that you're a nobody out of ill intent. It's impossible to know every single person on this earth. I mean, if you can do it, good for you. I don't want to. The way that you just couldn't be happy for a tournament even in itself to exist, or for other women to be able to participate in a tournament like this, it's kind of a little crazy, And because the way that you acted about this, even though you didn't get invited or you weren't able to play in this tournament, you could have played probably in the next one, which could have been bigger and it could have been better. But the way that you acted, I don't know. If Steffi is hosting it, that's up to her in the future, But I'm just saying it's not a very good, strong look. Now, I mean, of course, you probably have done a lot for women in gaming, especially in COD. But what is it saying that you can't be happy for others that are competing in the same field as you? I understand winning is important, but at the end of the day, you should be happy to see your fellow peers succeeding in any opportunity, any chances that they get. Gaming is such a male-dominated industry, and the fact that you can't be happy for other females is just a little bit crazy. Now, another point that I wanted to make is, what about the girls who don't know you? And this whole situation is their first impression of you. I don't really know you, T. I know Sammy. I mean, I don't know her like that. I follow her on Twitter. We're somewhat mutuals. Like, I don't know you. And this is not a very good first impression, you know? I'm sure you could be a very great person. You're probably really cracked if you're in a female pro league, but this just was not a great first impression. Raffi had mentioned that this was a popularity contest. Then, you know, T tweeted that somebody only had 6 followers. The math isn't mathing. Some people said that she only chose people in her community, and I am here as one of the players, and even some other people in her post had said that we are not very close with Steffy. Like, yesterday was my actually first time going into Steffi's Twitch, which I kind of regret, because I should have done that sooner. She's entertaining, okay? Shout out to Steffi. Here are some good points that I think should be talked about. We have a tweet here that says it's Women's History Month, and instead of hyping up, they're putting others down because they weren't chosen. So what if they don't play in leagues? If they bring good vibes and have fun, that's all that matters. And if every tourney was based off following, smaller creators would never have the chance or get recognized. Valid point. Now, Damper says the ironic part is they refer to it as a popularity contest while T brings up the lower follower count. It's kind of weird. Take no as an answer, move on. It's not like you're hosting $1 million tourney and then Damper doesn't just make 1 appearance, they make 2. Because then they go back to Raffi's now deleted subtweet and says, but it's okay to belittle a group of women who did get in by bringing follower count into it. Gotcha. Raffi said, wrong thread. I don't see my name or handle anywhere in this thread. Damper says, clearly too hard to understand. It's fine. That's killer. That is killer. Mindy says, I was sad I didn't get a spot either, but eager to support the other incredible women in this space who do get this opportunity. Thank you for organizing this. Your reasoning on who you chose to compete is valid. People are not entitled to a spot in your tourney. See that? We like that. We like that. And then as a final tweet that I think was a good point, Isabella says it's kind of sad that people think their follow age means that they're better and more deserving. So many great creators in this field with a lower follow age. Everyone deserves their chance to shine and show off what they can do, which I completely agree with. You know, there's so many underrated and hidden talent that I think will have an opportunity, hopefully, to shine in this tournament. I know myself and a lot of other players will agree that we are very thankful for this opportunity. We're very excited. And, you know, it's something that we're very grateful for. Now, to finish this all up, Steffi ends this with a tweet saying, we were all once that smaller creator. Don't forget where you came from. Everyone deserves a chance no matter their following, which I could personally not have said better myself. Now, that's it for what's going on as far as I know. If there's any updates, I'll make a new video. End of the day, your following doesn't determine your value as a person, content creator, gamer, whatever it be that you are. You know, I hope to see, you know, some support coming through for this tournament. I think it's a great opportunity. Like I said, it's on March 25th. So, I mean, if you guys want to pull through, come support your girl. I'll be there. Anyways, let me know if you guys agree or disagree with what I've said. The fill video will be out on Wednesday. This was a little bit shorter, easier to kind of pick out and talk to you guys about. Whereas with Phil's video, I had to go through an hour and a 30-minute long VOD. So it'll be out Wednesday. No, Phil, it's not delayed because you came into my Twitch chat saying that you were excited to watch the video. I don't know if you'll be excited to watch it. All right, that is it for me today. I hope to see you guys in the next video of MGT. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.